How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Bill and welcome back once more to UFO Files. Hope you all are fantastic. Hope you all are well. So ladies and gentlemen, we've got some pretty awesome footage for you today. We've got a sighting here from Boston, Massachusetts. And we have also a sighting of a Salisbury, Canada. So what's it, without further ado, we'll get into today's video. He noticed that these two white objects there in the sky were just motionless. Just hovering, I guess you could say. And while he was recording, a third one appears, and then a fourth one appears. At first I thought it was some sort of flares, but clearly that is not the case. Later on in the video, you hear some sort of plane going overhead. That led me to believe maybe it's just some planes that are maybe on final approach. But I'm going to stop here and we'll speak a little bit more at the end of the video while I let the video play out.
Serious, look at these three lights in the sky. There were only two of them. Now another one come. They just stay there, like, seriously. Wow. UFO. Let's get you seen by millions. Holy shit. Did one just move closer to the other one? Wow, another one. A fourth one. Ah. Wow, this thing is... yes, I got you now. Whoa, this is crazy, people. Nice. Nice. This is crazy, man. Just sit in the sky like... I gotta go get my food now.
As we heard in the video, you had a plane going overhead, which led me to believe it's maybe some sort of near some sort of airport, and the planes, I should say, the orbs that are in the sky there. I thought there was some maybe planes on final approach, but you let me know what planes hover in the sky on final approach. You would think they would come closer or further depending on whereabouts the airport is obviously located, but that clearly isn't the case here. And obviously if we zoom in here in the video, I believe it's on the top right hand corner. I'll put like a little arrow so you can make a watch out for it. You see some sort of an aircraft or plane, I believe it is, just flying overhead in the background. It's just very eerie, and not to mention while the plane flies from right to left here, we have more of these objects that just keep appearing. What do you think, guys, these could be? Do you think maybe there's some sort of a military training exercise? Maybe some flares? Maybe there's a chopper, but obviously I rewatched the video a few times. I didn't hear any noise other than a plane going overhead, and obviously later on in the video you get to see some like blue flashing lights, which I believe them some sort of an ambulance, maybe some sort of a police car, maybe. So that's definitely out the question there. Guys, let me know what you think these could be. You know, we've seen the video like a blue flashing light, which I debunked as some sort of a police car, so maybe an ambulance. Not to mention, as I said in the as we zoom in here, the top right hand corner you see a plane coming in from right to left, while more of these sort of like orb-like objects appears. I don't know. What do you think it could be? Maybe there's some sort of a flares. Maybe there's someone out there just testing a few of their new drones. That possibly could be it too. Either way, I look forward to what you think these could be in the comments below. So our second piece of footage here, ladies and gentlemen, comes from over Salisbury, Canada. And I'm going to let the video play out and then we're going to do our analysis at the end of this video. The lights at the bottom of the video, he goes to say, are yard lights or street lights. When he zoomed in on the object, he was pretty amazed at what he saw. He said it looked like some sort of a wooden barrel that emitted orange, red and yellow glow. The object continued in a northerly direction, and he drove in its direction but lost sight. So guys, if we go over footage here once more, I was maybe on the fence of maybe it was some sort of a Chinese lantern, but while there is lanterns that definitely do look like this, you know, the object seems to glow from like a red to yellow and then to an orange, which by all means, if there was a lantern, you know, that would definitely correspond with what we're seeing here. But the object seems more of it's pulsating, and as the person he goes to say, it was moving in a northerly direction and then he lost sight of it. So once again, I don't know. What do you think this could be? Do you believe this is more of a Chinese lantern, maybe some sort of an orb-like object? Or do you believe this is something more? Either way, I would love to know what you guys think in the comments below. Our third piece of footage here, ladies and gentlemen, comes from South Australia, Adelaide. I'm going to let the footage play and then we're going to go into what the witness saw and the report that got sent to us. Hearing the weather forecast and seeing the thunderclouds begin to scatter across the sky, it was time that he set up to capture some stunning lightning footage. To his surprise though, only a minute later, a stranger flying object appeared in the sky. At first he thought it may have been an aeroplane, until he honed in using his optical zoom, the Sony Handycam. At this moment he noticed the object had no wings. You know, if we look at this object here, ladies and gentlemen, zoom in a little bit, we can see this sort of like this light going from left to right, which the only thing I can recall that would have that is some sort of a neon light, and I'm going to recall, I know, nothing to do with this, but the kit, you know, from Knight Rider, it has some sort of like a neon light going from left to right, and what we're witnessing here is actually like the little beams of light coming from it. I don't know, it's a very fantastic piece of footage, but as always, let me know what you think this could be. I mean, it's definitely left me stumped and asking questions. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe it's something that I just can't quite explain just yet with my amateur UFO skills. But either way, if you do have your own opinion and comment, please let me know. I really want to hear from you. What do you think this third piece of footage here could be? So, our last piece of footage, ladies and gentlemen, comes from a Bell Rock. And to be honest, there's no explanation for this, so I'm going to let it play out and then I'm going to come back to the witness statement and then my personal thoughts on this, as it's mysterious to say the least.
That looks like a UFO. Blinking, dude. Like an object.
During the footage, ladies and gentlemen, you can hear the coyotes going absolutely crazy, which at first glance, you know, I sort of pushed this out the way. It's just probably some sort of a drone, which by all means, it definitely could be some sort of a drone. You know, you can, if you listen very carefully in the footage, you can hear some sort of a humming noise, which could be the drone's actual engines. So that's definitely a possibility. I don't know, it could be due to like the person that's holding this is shaking quite a bit. So it definitely could be a drone, or it could be, I don't know, it looks awfully like a TR3B, to be honest with you. I'm kind of torn between the two. It's either a TR3B or it's a drone. So that's where I stand with this. Do I think this is some sort of an unexplained object? Quite possibly. But like, it's just like the coincidence is that you can, if we play the footage once more here, like you can hear if you listen very, very carefully, I mean, like, whatever you've got, put your headphones on if that helps. Please put headphones on, and you can hear like the humming sound, like the very like if you had some sort of a if you had a drone and it was in the distance, you'd hear the propellers going off of the engines at sort, right? That's for me what I can hear, but that's why I'm with this. As always, I would love to know what you think this could be in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. You know, do you believe with me that it's some sort of a drone, or are we went some sort of a vortex or a TR3B sighting once more? Either way, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, do me a quick favour, guys. Can you drop a like and a share on it? That would be absolutely fantastic. If you're new already, guys, make sure to subscribe and slap the bell icon. I try to upload as much as possible, at least every 2 to 3 to 4 days. So those guys, I love you guys, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.
Alright, kick back, relax, and grab yourself a beverage. A hop if you wanna just bounce to my leverage. The evidence, as they say, is in the pudding. So show me the money like my name was Cuba Gooding. It ain't fool's gold.